Man, like.
You good, my bro?
Yes, bro. Not seen you for a while.
Oh, it's good to see it. Let's get it.
What's this? Corporate Samsy, yeah?
Yeah. This is the guy.
Yeah. Long time. I'm good, bro. What you doing? You good? What excites me the most is I think because I've done so many other things, as in events and the freestyle platform, and I've always kind of, my individual DJ brand previously was like an afterthought. It did benefit off the other things I was doing, but I was putting so much time and energy that I didn't focus on myself. I'd say I was doing events and I was always putting that first, not making excuses, but you've only got so much time. So I wasn't practicing enough, I wasn't putting out enough content, I wasn't networking enough for me as an individual. This year, it's not all about me because I've still got other commitments and business partners and things, but I'm more focusing on me, myself this year. And it's going great so far. Do you know what it is, yeah? I don't know if your opinion on this, but I feel like now it's hard. If you play a song that people don't know, yeah, you can just.
I didn't know if you were going to say that.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah,
so it's almost like you're almost kind of restricted a bit to what you can play, because people don't want to go to the club. Not saying everyone, but a lot of people don't want to go to the club to discover new music because they're already doing it on Spotify and Apple Music. So you can't experiment as much. You can, but then just expect that the room's going to die off a little bit.
Yes, I do have a very important question.
Oh, I'm nervous about this now.
There's nothing to be nervous about. There's nothing to be nervous about. Nothing to be nervous about. But I do ask everyone this question. You know what I mean? I asked the postman the question. I asked the bank man this question this morning when I came in. Obviously, to deposit a large sum of cash. I asked my manager this morning. He told me to, get out of the office because I was asking him dumb questions. Okay, all right, whatever, manager. But now I'm gonna ask you.
And for the people that are just looking in right now, man like DJ A-Deck in the building. So Eddie, take it away.
A-Deck, man, you told me before you like hip hop.
Yeah, have I got to answer this question? There's no like forfeit, is there? Yeah.
No forfeit,
Okay, so okay, yeah, go on then.
So you listen to hip hop.
Okay.
Rap. So I had to do the emphasis on the rap. Okay. We'll keep it to hip hop. I need your top five.
Top five rappers.
Top five rappers.
Okay.
All time.
Dead or alive?
Huh?
Dead or alive, yeah? Like just any?
I think
Yeah.
Dead or Alive.
Oh.
You did say all time. So
All time.
Okay, yeah.
Now, before you even start
This is a
answering,
tough question,
I'm
yeah.
letting you know now, I'm judging it. I am judging you.
The first guy that comes to mind that has to be in your top five is Tupac.
Okay.
Has to be.
Strong start.
For
I like this.
for the music,
Yeah.
what he stood for.
Uh-huh.
His interviews are more entertaining than some people's albums. If you've not seen a Tupac interview, go watch one. You'll understand what I mean. Right.
I like that.
Number two.
pretty good. Solid.
Number two that comes to mind for the similar reason is Nipsey Hussle. Oh, the disrespect in the room. The disrespect in the room. Nipsey Hussle again.
I think he's great.
In terms of being a hustler, and also, I don't even need to justify it, but let me just make a point. Yeah, he only dropped one album on a major label, and he was dead within a year. So a lot of the people that you might be comparing him to had that major label push and that shine. Everything he did was off his own back, no major. So imagine if you think of what your favorite rappers were doing before they signed to the major, and that's what you've got to compare. Even the best ones, what would they be without that 100 million invested into them? So that's one of the reasons why I rate him. That's one of the reasons why. That's one of the reasons why I rate him, and he was smart. Like I class myself as a bit of an entrepreneur. I like business, I read and all that. Yeah. So listen, Blade Brown is in my top five. Blade Brown is in my top five. Listen, like I said on your live before, yeah. If you don't know about Blade Brown, step one, slap yourself. Yeah. Step two, go take him in. Not everybody is going to relate, and I'm not saying I was at big times, but I can relate to what he's talking about at a certain point in time. Blade Brown, different with it. Like, he's probably one of the people that I listen to the most. He doesn't put out enough music, but Blade Brown, Different level for me anyway. I'd probably have to put Biggie in there.
Biggie, okay.
I know it's like a bait one. Oh, he's got Tupac and Biggie in his top 5. It's a common one, but it's a common one for a reason. He only had 2 albums, I think,
You know, I'm
2 or 3.
I'm the same top 5.
This is the thing. I'm gonna stop you there. Okay, I'm gonna stop you there because I've penalised past guests. that I've
Okay,
penalised
go on, talk to me.
because I believe having Tupac and Biggie in the same top 5, I'll merge them as one as being great, impactful. They hit every box. So you can't have both of them separate
No, but
in the top 5. If you say Tupac, okay, cool, Biggie comes along with him. They're just the one. So I'm gonna.
no, I think no. I think that's a discredit to what both of them did. I think that's a discredit to what both of them did. Yeah, you say Tupac, you say Biggie, they go hand in hand, but they're 2 completely different vibes.
Yeah.
Like Biggie was more like the cool party. I'm not saying he couldn't get like deep and say stuff, but Biggie was more playful. Tupac was more serious.
Yeah.
So I think it's 2 kind of.
So you want to keep Biggie?
Yeah, have to. Do you know what? Yeah, 50 might have to be in there.
Okay.
50 might have to be in there. Not, I wouldn't say he's like, I don't even think he'd say himself he's an amazing lyricist. He's not on like a Biggie level or an Eminem level. But I don't think that first album alone has sold more than a lot of people's whole careers. And I'm not saying it's just down to sales, but the impact that album had, you probably won't even have that again. I knew 50 Cent was a different beast when my dad's side of the family is very like Christian, like Nigerian, very strong Christian family. Yeah? I've come into the house and all like the family around, aunties, uncles, this, that, and the other. Yeah? 50 Cent's album, explicit version, is just blasting out in a room full of Nigerian Christians where if you're Nigerian or you're African, you know what I'm talking about. You can't even watch certain movies or everybody's like a choir boy when grandma's around. 50 Cent is saying the most and nobody's batting an eyelid. That's how that album just disrupted everything. Like
So the top 5 then: 50, Tupac, Biggie,
Nipsey Hussle,
Nipsey,
and Blade Brown. Yeah, listen, I know that's not going to be everybody's top 5, but that's solid. Chat to me. So I just posted a couple of days ago in May and June, I'm going to be in Marbella. At Tibu.
We'll come visit you.
Yeah, come over. That's where I'm going to be at night time most days. Daytime stuff I'm going to announce soon, but there's obviously beach clubs and stuff over there. So that's already announced. There'll be more events that I'm involved with. I've literally just come from a meeting with a brand new venue in Manchester about potentially launching something new. Can't say too much, but watch for that. And I'd just say, this is the first year, believe it or not, where I'm actually taking it seriously.
Good.
As in, as I said earlier on, I've been doing so many other things. So I've been 30% focused, and not even, I was saying multiple things within this industry. Too many times, and I'm sure other people can relate to this, you get, I don't know, if you're naturally an entrepreneur, it can just be one YouTube video that pops up now for 6 months, you're a property investor. You know what I mean? For 6 months, I was just dragged all over the place. For this year, I've literally said, I'm only focusing on DJing events. If you come to me with any opportunity that's outside of that, chat to me in 2027.
Yeah.
So I'm just locked in. You're going to see a lot more content, a lot more events.
Great.
I'm going to naturally get better because I'm actually going to practice and do it the right way. If I was doing everything, if I was practicing every day like I should be, and I was putting out mixes like I should be, and networking like I should be, and just doing everything properly and focusing on myself, and I was nowhere, where'd you go from there? Because you've done everything. I almost feel like I've been doing it 30%, and I'm still all right. Not where I want to be, but I'm okay. So this year, you're going to see the potential, hopefully.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully
That's the plan.
By the end of the year, we should lock in again and see how that journey has progressed. And you're on film. And
Yeah,
you're
I've
on
said it
radio,
now.
so you've
Yeah, I've got to,
committed
I've got to,
yourself.
I've got to do it. I've got to do it. Yeah.
So one piece of advice to the next generation of young people, young creatives, whoever it is that may be out there listening right now. One piece of advice to them.
One piece of advice, not to be cheesy, but I'd say you've got to like believe in yourself.
Good.
and also have people around you who like bring you up and believe in you. I'm not saying be delusional, but if you've got people around you who don't believe in you or they're like negative, you're not going to reach your potential. There's been a lot of opportunities that, like, say for example, no, it's a bit different, yeah? But let's say there's a girl in the club, you could actually get her, but you're too scared to go over. You go over 2 years later, now it's too late, the opportunity's gone. You could have had it, but you just didn't. There's been so many things where I've been like, that's not for me, or I can't do that. But no, it is. The people who've got things that you want are no better than you. They just took the opportunity on. The two people I'm about to say now are underrated. Like sometimes I'll be driving, listening to them, I think, yo, they make me want to crash my car. The stuff that they say, I think because they're from England, if the two people I'm about to say were from America, I think they would get so much more clout. Because lyrically, Krept Konan.
Oh my God.
Bro.
Yo, I thought you were going to say something so... oh my God. I thought you were going to say something like profound. I said Krept Konan.
Bro, lyrically,
I missed something.
Lyrically, Krept Konan, bar for bar, there's not many people on the planet, never mind England, that can step to Krept Konan. Lyrically.
You mean the two guys that made Krept and Cones? That song.
Krept Konan, a lot of the reason people probably don't think the lyrical, like a lot of them lyrical rappers is, if you just listen first time, it's that deep, you're not going to catch everything.
Yeah, I'd probably have to listen to it a few times.
So then,
and also,
that's what I'm saying.
It resonates with you much more because you probably listened to this when it came out.
Yeah, also,
Like, I've never heard this before.
My bros went from having scraps to nines.
Yeah.
Then my big bro went down the church road.
Yeah, nines and scraps and church road.
Bro, it's just there's too many in there. Quick, Dick drove her home. Biscuit, Toblerone. Flip bricks, no you don't. Don't chat to me, bro. Shout out Krept Konan. I'm fighting your corner. I ain't even team play dirty. I ain't getting paid to say this shit. I'm just passionate, it's true. Krept Konan. I've just proved it. DJ Basha's a big DJ, you know. He played in front of about 20,000 people. Even he ain't heard that freestyle, so that just shows the average Joe has not heard that. So Krept Konan, that's the old one. That was just the first one that came, that's just one of the first ones that came to mind.
Yo, I'm Eldris Tiller.
DJ Basha.
I'm here at Unity Radio with the one and only DJ A-Deck.
Just jumped off air. I like DJ Deck. At DJ Basha_UK.
Eldris Tiller. Simple.
Unity Radio FM, the real sound of the city.
The realest.
Bow.